So on Shavuot, we have the minhag of reading Meguilat Ruth, right? Many reasons why, but there is a very interesting question when it comes to Meguilat Ruth. I mean, the Gemara writes that Machlon and Kilion were the sons of Elimelech. Elimelech was the husband of Naomi. And they left Eretz Israel. And the reason why they left Eretz Israel was because there was hunger in Eretz Israel. And even though they had a lot of money, right, they decided to leave Eretz Israel. For whatever reason it is, according to the Kabbalah, there is many insights in this action. However, the Gemara writes that Elimelech, Machlon, and Kilion, they were Gedolei Hador. Gedolei Hador. Now they get to Moab, and they married Machlon and Kilion. They married two Goyot. Amen. They married Ruth and Orpah. And the question is, if Ruth and Orpah, they converted before they got married, or they were Mamash Goyot. So the Zohar HaKadosh brings down, based on the Gemara, the why Ruth was called Ruth. Today, a lot of converted women, they changed their name to Ruth. Why? Why Ruth? I mean, the reason is Ruth. How much is the Gematria of Ruth? How much is the numerical? 606. Okay, you're quick. 606 is the Gematria of Ruth. How many mitzvot do we have in the Torah? 613. How many mitzvot the Goyim are obligated to fulfill? 7. So the reason when a woman converts herself and becomes, or when a man, when a Goy converts himself and he comes to be part of Am Yisrael, is adding another 606 mitzvot in the Gematria of Ruth. According to this, Ruth, right, she got this name already before she got married, like the Megillah says. Therefore, says the Zohar HaKadosh, of course, Machlon and Kilion converted Ruth and Orpah. They converted them, and then they got married to them. So why Borei Olam killed them? Borei Olam killed Machlon and Kilion. The Zohar HaKadosh says the reason is because it's a small sin for these high people, is that at the end of the day, they left Am Yisrael behind. They went to Chutz La'aretz. Why are you living in Chutz La'aretz? Am Yisrael is in need, right? They're suffering right now. They need Gedolei Hador. They need people like you. Very good. That's one opinion. But there is a second opinion. The second opinion is brought down in Tosafot and many others. They say that Ruth and Orpah, they were 100% Goyot when they got married to Machlon and Kilion. And that was the reason why Machlon and Kilion died. That was the reason. The problem that I have is that and what's the proof, by the way? Because at the end of the story, when Naomi, the mother-in-law, decides to go back to Eretz Israel, what happened then? Ruth and Orpah, they started to go with her, and then she said to them, please don't come with me, right? What are you going to gain? From these Pesukim, we learn the halachot of Giyur. Now, whenever a person wants to convert, we're not going to accept him easily. Not at all. From where do we learn this from? Naomi, that she rejected Ruth and Orpah. The result of that rejection was that Orpah decided to go back. That's why her name was Orpah. What's Orpah? Ifneta Oref. Oref means the back. She She gave her back, so to speak, right? Her neck, her back, to Naomi. Hold on. No, 1 second. Orpah, she did that according to the Kabbalah. The Megillah writes that Naomi hugged them and kissed them. Since when the Torah becomes like a romantic movie? Who cares? Kiss and hugs. According to the Mekubalim, by hugging and kissing, it's actually a chibur to get all the kedusha that these two ladies had from their husbands, right? To get them back to Naomi, with the condition that if they will convert, right, that kedusha will pass back. And that's why it says, the Ruth the Bekaba. Ruth got stick to Naomi. According to this explanation of the Mekubalim, getting stick means not only Ruth got her own kedusha that she had before, but she got also the kedusha of Orpah. And by the way, according to many, Orpah was her sister. Okay, both of them daughters of Eglon, granddaughters of Eglon Melech Moab. But I'm not gonna go too much into the insights. Listen to this. So we have a question. The question is, who is right? Either they converted before, or they converted after. If they converted after, how it's possible that the Gemara calls Machlon and Kilion Gdolei Ador? A Gadol Ador is going to marry a Goya? What's happening over here? Chacham Ovadia Yosef brings all this, and he brings a beautiful teshuvah.